whole chat. We had a severe crash problem. So back to what I was saying. So basically, back to what I was saying. I was in the hallway. I don't know where I left off at, but we're gonna skip that last part from where y'all last heard from me. Basically, chat, I was in the hallway. I was in the hallway, chat. I was in the hallway, chat. You feel me? All right. So you feel me, chat? I'm inside. I'm in the hallway. I'm in the hallway. I'm with. So I'm in the hallway. I'm not even with anybody. So basically, I turn. I look at my brother-in-law. I look at him. Shit. You feel me? So when I come back, it was dandelion. It was just dandelion. That was it. Me and dandelion, right, chat? Me and dandelion. It's just me and dandelion in the room, and we just getting to know each other. You feel me? We fucking with each other. You feel me? We just fucking with each other. You feel me, chat? So I leave again. I look at my brother-in-law. He looks at me. He already knows. He already knew what I was trying to do. Bro, already getting those. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me, bro? I was really on some shit. I was on, bro, on the men. On the men. I was literally out on the men. On the men. On the men, chat. On the men. On the men. You know what type of timing I was on. On the men. On the men. Y'all knew exactly what type of timing I was on. Swear to God. Swear to God. Yo, Rex. Yo, Rex. Welcome to the chat, bro. Welcome to the chat. Yo, Rex. Yo, Rex. You already knew what type of timing I was on. It was me and Shorty in the room. It was just me and Shorty in the room. Just me and Shorty. Just me and Shorty inside the room. Just me and Shorty inside the room. You feel me? It was just me and girl. It was just me and Shorty. I'm on the bed. I'm chilling. I'm on my light skin shit again. You feel me? I'm on my type time, and I'm like this. I'm so I'm like, I'm all calm with it. I'm calm with it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, yeah. I'm from New. You feel me? I tell her where I'm from. I tell her where I'm from. You feel me? I go like that. I go, I go tell her. You feel? I tell her what type timing. You feel me? I tell her the type. You feel me? I'm on that type timing. You feel me? So I'm over here risen. I'm rip. You know what? I'm not even. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm like this. I swear everything. Can you hear me now, chat? Yeah. Basically, chat. Basically, chat. I was on my light skin shit. I was on my light skin shit, chat. That's exactly what I was on. You feel me? I was on my light skin shit. So basically, also my light skin shit. Chat, can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? All right. So basically, I'm going back to what I was saying. So basically, I'm in the hallway. I turn my brother-in-law. He turns to me. He give me that look. I give him that look. I was on that shit. You know what type of timing I was on. I was already risen, shorty. So basically, I come back. Those people were already back in the room. I was like, damn, fuck, bro. I was risen that bitch too on the menu. So basically, I come back in the room. She turns. She looks to her right on the men. I was on her right, chat. I look at her. She look at me, and we're holding dead ass eye contact. Like we're not even letting that shit go. Swear to God, I was holding dead eye contact with her, chat. So the moment my brother-in-law's cousin came in, he said, "Get out the room." We left the room we in the living room now with it. Now we're back to the part where we're in the living room. We're into the living room again. So I'm in the living room. I got my stuff in my pocket. I got this. So then you feel me, chat? I got all my stuff. All my stuff. Now we gonna go back to can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? All right, there we go. So basically, back to what I was saying. So basically, we're in the living room. We're in the living room, and we're gonna go back to the Latina. We're gonna call the girl again, Joanna. Basically, Joanna. We're in the room. We're in the room, right? We're in the living room. I'm sitting right next to another dude. She's sitting right next to me on the men chat. She's freaky as hell. I'm not gonna lie. She got a little freaky with me, bro. She got a little too freaky. I feel like Joanna was filling me out of the most shit. You feel me, chat? You feel me? She's over here now. We gonna need the whole server for this one because y'all niggas gonna be like, what? Y'all finna be like, what? Basically, chat. I'm chilling. So basically, she's like, Rakai, where you from? I tell her where I'm from and shit. You feel me? I tell her where I'm from. So I'm like, I'm chilling with her. I'm just chilling with her. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was still drinking. So I was a little drunk. You feel me? So it was a little. I was going out of it, and I was going in and out of it. You feel me, chat? So basically, she's like Rakai. Now, basically, I knew what I was doing too. So basically, there wasn't no room. I couldn't have my arm. I couldn't breathe. You feel me? Like she was all up on me, chat. She was on Rakai's body, bro. She was on Rakai's body. You feel me? So basically, I'm like, I'm chilling. So basically there wasn't no room. So I was like, damn, bro. And she's like, Rakai, I don't feel good. So I'm like, damn, what should I do? What should I do? And she's over here. She got her arms wrapped around me. She got her arms wrapped around. Chat, I was feeling like this. When I was drunk, I was feeling like this.
I'm an angel.
Bro, get these lame ass ads out of here. On the men chat, I was feeling like this. Feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel like listening to you know what story. Listening to you know what story. Bro, swear to God, chat. I'm like, I'm sitting down.
So her hands, right? I'm moving her hands. I'm moving her hands because she's drunk. You feel me? So like I'm now me chat, I was raised better. I was raised better to not even go after a drunk girl, even at her lowest. You feel me, chat? Because she was drunk. You feel me? So basically, her hands is touching my crotch. You feel me? Yes, my crotch. Literally, her hands was on my dick. Literally on my man. And the crazy part is physical touch. Listen, chat, physical touch is my turn on. So she's over here turning me on. You feel me, chat? Literally, they're like stand up. Basically, the dudes like stand up, stand up. I look down. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm like this nigga over here. This nigga over here telling me to stand up, man, nigga. I was like this. And I knew I was cooked. On the men. On the men. On the men. I'm standing up. I gotta stand. He's telling me I gotta stand up. I stand up, right? I'm having my shit getting hard. On the men. On the men. On the men. On the men. Physical touch is actually my turn on. So she's over here touching me all like that. Yes, all like that. I'm over here pushing her hand back, and she just kept moving it back onto me. I'm like, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm like this. I'm literally cooked like this. I'm literally like, I'm cooked. If these niggas literally tell me to stand up, I'm cooked. Literally, even if the girls tell me to stand up, and I'm not gonna lie. Shit, them niggas, I'm telling you, if the bitches see what's poking, shit, shit, I'm going, shit, bro. If they see that shit poking, it's cakes. Literally, chat. If they shit, and my shit, bro, like literally, chat, my shit big, bro. My shit big. So like, my shit big. So like, they don't want me to stand up. So I'm trying to sit back down. Niggas, I'm already standing up. You already know, y'all. Y'all already know. Like, my shit, I was already cooked. To begin with. And that's on the men. That's literally on the men this time. Because I was already cooked. The moment that nigga told me to stand up, I was already cooked. I knew the drill. I knew exactly what was going on. So basically this is what I did. I had my hands cover myself. You feel me? I had my hands cover myself. You feel me? So like I was chill. So like basically I went back to chilling. I was going in my deep thoughts. I was like, all right, look, we gotta lock in. Cause this nigga, the moment these bitches see my dick, it's over. On the men, it's over. Swear to God, chat. I was literally like that. It was over. I was literally saying, bro, if these bitches see my dick, it's over. Literally. And my shit can literally poke.
In Washington.
My shit can literally poke. You feel me? So like if it's even if it's the biggest, like even if she does all of that, that shit will get bigger. That shit will like grow. That shit will grow. Like that shit will like, hold on, instead of saying grow, it will like it will increase. You feel me? Like
A bunch of you guys have been asking me to cover
this shorty was literally on my body, and that shit was turning me on while I was drunk. Like she had to go. So I'm turning the bro. I'm like, yo, get the hose real quick, cause she bugging. She's bugging. You feel me, chat? She was bugging. She was literally bugging. Literally. So I get up, right? I'm trying to leave. She's like, Rakai, come back. Don't leave. Rakai, come back. Don't leave. Bitch, what the fuck you mean don't leave? You trying to turn me on. This ain't that typical party. You feel me? On the men. On the men, it's not that typical party. It is not that type of party. And I was told that. On the men. The moment nigga said it's not a sausage party, so you don't gotta think about all that. So I'm like, all right, bet. I actually start. I deep down, I'm thinking, fuck you, mean it's not a sausage party? Fuck you talking about? Cause what? What did you chat about? What type of sausage party? What type of sausage party you think I was talking about?
They took out all the new ones.
Like what, bro? Like what? What? Sausage party? What type of party you going to? On the men. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right. And that was when I first got there too. That's when I first got there. That was when I first got there, and I'm security.
We might have to
on the men. On the men. My fault. I didn't mean to play that. On the men. So basically, I'm trying to leave. She's telling me to come back. I'm like, yeah, get the host. I'm like, yeah, we need to get the host or some shit. Like, we need to get somebody because she's over here bugging. Trying to touch my dick. You feel me? Trying to touch my dick. Literally, chat. So, I'm chilling. You feel me? I'm chilling. So, I'm not even trying. So, basically, something happens. You feel me, chat? Something happens. You feel me? So, basically, the cops were called. There was a shooting. You feel me, chat? Bro, swear to God, chat. I'm over here like, all right, so there was a shooting. I go out, I ask my brother-in-law, is everything okay? You cool? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So basically, niggas is like, you got your ID on you? I'm like, no, I don't got my ID on me. Chat, never leave the house without your ID. All right. What serious talk, chat. Serious talk. If you're 18 or over 18, my sister had to give me a talkie yesterday about not leaving my ID, not having my ID on me at all times. Because anything can happen. Chat. Serious talk. And my sister is right. If anything happens, if you're at a party, if you're out driving, you feel me, chat? Keep your ID on you. Anything can happen. Literally, anything can happen. So, back to what I was saying. Basically, I'm over here. I'm like, all right. So basically, they're telling niggas to leave. So I leave. So basically, I don't know. I don't leave. But this is what happened. So I stayed. For my brother-in-law. You feel me? I ain't want no, because I'm not letting my brother-in-law get locked up for nothing. So he's straight. He's cool. Basically, we're gonna say Tyrone. Tyrone got in handcuffs. Basically, the police smelled marijuana on him. I think they smelled marijuana on him. You feel me? So like they put Tyrone in handcuffs. You feel me? I'm like, what? So half of everybody inside the house was like, what's going on? They're like, they put Tyrone in handcuffs, bro. They put Tyrone in handcuffs. Yeah, he's in handcuffs. On the men, he's in handcuffs. I'm like, damn, bro. I see this shit. I witnessed that shit. They put him in handcuffs. They smell marijuana on him, I think they said. So they're like, even though marijuana is still a drug, it's still illegal. It's still illegal. Either way, it's still illegal. So I'm like, I already know that shit. So basically, they couldn't even smell that bitch on me. There's a reason why they couldn't say I had cologne on. I put that strong ass cologne on. You feel me, chat? That strong ass cologne. You feel me? So basically, they ain't smell that shit on me. The reason why they ain't smell that shit on me is because I had that strong ass cologne on. I'm happy that I did not leave the house. without strong ass cologne, I would have been in that situation, Chad. Pray for me. Cause literally, if that was me in that situation, I would not be here to telling y'all this story about Tyrone. So basically, basically, I go back. I'm like, shit. I was still drunk a little bit. So I'm like, where the party at? I'm like, where the party at? Cause I still hear them niggas wilding still. So they're all still partying. You feel me? I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Where everybody at? Where everybody at? Basically, everybody, they're telling me, everybody's over there. Everybody's over there. They're trying to get back in. They're trying to get back to the house because they heard Tyrone got put in handcuffs. You feel me? So basically, Basically, I follow them back to the house. Basically, now I ain't felt like doing all that much work. So basically I was still a little drunk, you feel me? So like I went where the party was at, you feel me? So like I was still a little drunk, so I went to the party, you feel me? So basically they're making a decision should they go back to the house. One nigga was about to be on house arrest. So basically they're like, fuck no. One of them was like, fuck no, I'm not going back, and I'm not going back on house arrest. Basically, that nigga leave. So basically I was still a little drunk. So basically I went with that nigga. So basically when I went with that nigga, basically I seen all the girls and they was like Rakai. They're the whole they was like, I was like this. I was like this. I was like this. I was like this. I was like this.
Say my name. Get it right. I'm your man.
Chat. I was like that. You feel me? On the men, they all hyping. They're like, I'm like, hey. I'm like, the party's still going. I'm like, the party's still going. So I'm moving like Drewski. I'm over here moving like Drewski, you feel me? So, oh crap, my chair, hold on, chat, my chair. So I'm moving like Drewski in this bitch. So they're like, Rakai. I'm like, yeah, don't go back to, don't go back to the house. Don't go back. Y'all niggas is drunk. So them niggas were drunk. You feel me? Them niggas were drunk. Basically, chat. They couldn't go back. So basically, the police were over here doing drive-bys and shit. Not drive like actual physical drive-bys, but they're driving around the block, seeing what's going on. Because basically there was somebody called in a shooting. You feel me, chat? Somebody called in a shooting. Basically, theory is that this is my brother-in-law's theory. You feel me? This is his theory. You feel me? He's like, something told me that because these two girls, the first two girls that entered in, they kept leaving out the house and going on the porch. You feel me? So his theory is that they might have made a phone call and tried to say that there was a shooting. Now, see, if they did that shit, they blew my shit. Cause that party was supposed to be hyped as fuck, and I was supposed to raise bitches up. You feel me, chat? So basically, I'm like, all right. So basically, that was his theory. I'm over here in the back. I'm with the girls. They're like, where should we go? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Bitch. I'm like, bitch. I know what I'm doing. I'm going home. Fuck you talking. I'm not getting locked up. So basically they're like, we're gonna go home. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go home. Basically, one of them's 18. I think the three of them were 17. Basically, the three of them was turning 17. Basically, they're like, they're like, they're like Rakai. The two drunk ones, they're like, Rakai, where are you from, Rakai? I tell them again where I'm from. Like they really fucking with my body, bro. I was really moving. I was really, chat. I was really moving like this.
Alright, I'm your man. For the night we pop out at 1 in the morning. You really wanna?
But I had to lock in. Chat. When I had to lock in, bro, swear to God, I had to lock in. Basically, when I was fighting off being drunk, basically I fought that whole shit off and I was no longer drunk because I literally had to lock in. So basically, when I locked in, I was like, I'm 18. I need to chill. So basically, this girl, basically Joanna was with us. Don, not Don. Basically, this girl, basically the girl Dandelion. There we go, Dandelion. She was with us, and then these two light skinned cousins, they were with us too. Basically, the cousin was drunk. Joanna was drunk. Dandelion, she was straight. She was perfectly fine. She was trying to make sure all of her friends are cool. Meanwhile, the two drunk ones, they wasn't even cool. She the drunk Joanna, she arguing, she's like she over here being rude towards me due to the fact, and I ain't gonna lie, and I know due to the fact when she was drunk, she wanted me. She knew her attention. So basically, she's like, Rakai, do you want my friend Dandelion? You want my friend Dandelion? I'm looking, I ain't even gonna lie. I said, hell yeah. Like, fuck you talking about? Hell yeah. Ass like that, I'm not missing out. Ass like that, I am not missing out. Not one bit. Basically, basically, I'm over here. I'm like, I go to Dandelion. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't new, bro. Swear to God, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't knew where I was going. I did not know where I was going. Swear to God, I was never on the South like that. I was never on the South like all like that. I was never on the South all like that. So I ain't knew where I was going at all. I was confused as fuck. I was confused as fuck. You feel me, chat? I was literally confused as fuck. I was lost. Lost as fuck. Lost as fuck. You feel me? So basically, I wasn't, so basically a little bit I was locked in. But I had to give it a chance. So basically, this is what I did, chat. I go to Dandelion. I'm like, is it cool if I get your number or nah? Cause like I ain't gonna lie, you low key, you feel me? She low key fine. So she was like, yeah. Basically, meanwhile, I pulled her number. Meanwhile, chaos was happening. Literally, chat. And I was moving. I was literally moving. I was literally moving like this.
Now,
Bro, I hate ads. I hate ads. I hate ads. I hate ads. I literally hate ads. But I was moving. The moment I got her, the moment I tried to get her number, I was moving like this. So basically, when I tried to, basically she now at the time when I tried to, she was gonna give me her number, but I didn't even get the chance to get her number. You feel me? She was handling everything at once with her friends, with her two friends being drunk, trying to get home, trying to get her friends home. Basically, I was like, all right, she trying to get her friends home right now. I understand that, so I'm gonna get that shit later. Chat. We ain't know what was going on. Her friends, her light skinned friend was collapsing. Her light skinned cousin's like, you need to lock in, chill, you need to relax. We didn't even know where we was going. There was a time the cops told us to move along or we're gonna get arrested. I turned around so quick. I was like, fuck them niggas. I'm not getting arrested for y'all. Swear to God. Like, I couldn't. So I had to lock in. Basically, we're up the hill from the police. Like they can't see us. The police can't see us. So random cars are just driving by. You feel me? So now it's a crime scene. Basically, this girl needed her purse. It's a crime scene now. So basically, she can't even get her purse. She can't even get her purse. I don't even know if she got her purse. Facts. I don't even know if she got her purse at all. So basically we're just up the street from the police. We ain't even doing nothing. You feel me? So they're like, this girl, we're gonna call her Soraya. We're gonna call her Soraya. Basically, Soraya, she was drunk as fuck, laying on the ground. She was drunk as fuck. She wasn't even sober. I was sober. The cousin was sober. Savannah's cousin was sober, and Dandelion was sober. Basically, we're all and the other girl was sober too. We're gonna call her the girl the little thick girl that I was talking about that looked like 5'2", 5'3". Basically, she was sober too. Basically, we're gonna call her Candle. We're gonna give her a new name. We're gonna call her Candle. All right. So basically, Candle, she was sober. See, everybody was sober. I'm over here chilling and talking. That's Candle. She telling me to shut the fuck up. I was just chilling. Fact, she over here. I ain't gonna lie. Candle was on that type timing. So Candle was like, I don't give a fuck. Fact. Candle's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get my friends home. We don't know this nigga. He's kindly enough to help us on the men. Like, I'm over here like, damn. And the main thing I was focused on was I was not trying to leave until I get Dandelion's number. That's the facts. That's facts. I was not trying to leave until I got Dandelion's number. Literally, bro. So I go, right? I'm like, all right. So I'm like, they're asking me, do I have a way home? I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no. I definitely don't have no motherfucking way back home. QuickBooks move. You feel me? I have no motherfucking way back home at all. So I'm like, all right. They're like, we're gonna get you away. I felt, bro. The moment Candle said, I got you. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you home. The moment she said that, I started feeling like this. Facts, bro. And let's not get started. There was another fine bitch at the party. She was staring at me. I was staring at her, bro. The whole chat, bro. Chat. I was feeling like this. Like I can't. Like this is you can't. I can't get rid of that. Like I had aura. The moment I was walking in that building, I had aura, tons of it. I had all my aura, bro. All of my aura. And ain't nobody was stopping because I was rezzing 3 bitches at once. I was moving like this. You feel me? You feel me, chat? So I'm like, they're over here like, we're gonna get you a car ride, Rikai. All right, we're gonna get you a car ride, Rikai. And they're over here saying something. You sure your name Rikai? You sure your name Rikai? Like, don't lie to us. I'm like, nigga. My name's fucking Rikai. Like, come on. Nigga, what? Literally. And I'm telling these bitches, I'm like, my name's Rikai, bro. Trust me, my name is literally Rikai. Bro, swear to God. Swear to God. These bitches are like, alright. They're like, alright. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did I lose my aura or something? Until, guess what? The moment Joanna, the Latina, started drinking, bro, she was on my shoulder. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a bean. She kissed my neck. She kissed my neck. Dead ass. She kissed my neck. She kissed my neck. What, bro? Bro, she good, mud? Literally, she good?
Oh, she could put a mask
Is she good? Like, come on, mud. She gotta like that part. That shit ain't fry me. Shit, I already knew what typical timing she was on. Like, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Like, y'all already know. So I'm like, all right. So basically, this girl, she's basically dandelion. She's trying to make sure her friends are cool. She tells Joanna to come here, get away from him, bro. The moment she over here moving like, moment dandelion was moving like that, I was moving like this. You feel me, chat? You feel me, chat? So, so she said, Rakai. Basically, Dandelion said, Rakai, come here real quick. So I go to her. You feel me? You feel me? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I'm asking her. I'm like, you cool? I'm like this. I'm like this. You cool? She's like, yeah, I'm cool. She's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm just making sure my friends are straight, cause like, you feel me? I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I understand. I feel you. But like, I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to get my way back home. You feel me? Because I don't belong on this side right now at the moment, but I am gonna move to this side though soon. You feel me? And I'm like, one more time, I'm gonna cancel you, bro. Chill. Don't even cancel me like that, chat. Chill, 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 chill. So basically, I'm like, all right. So basically, I'm like, she's like, she's like, she's like, she over here, she feeling me, I'm feeling her. I'm moving like this. I'm sorry, I gotta play it one more time. I gotta play it one more time. The moment I was with her, I was moving like this. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, you's cool. You cool. I'm sorry for all this that happened, you know. Feel me? Definitely with your friend, cause like, you know, I'm like, you pretty though. She's like, thank you. She's like, thank you. You find yourself too. I'm like, hey. I'm like, hey, it's all cool. So I'm like, hey, it's all cool. Look, it don't even matter right now about that. It's about making sure your friends is cool. The moment I said that, the moment I said that, y'all, my Riz level hit like this. My Riz level, swear to God, chat, I was in the bag. You feel me? Chat. So when I was holding, so basically this light skin girl, right? We gonna call her Soraya. There we go, Soraya. Basically, Soraya, she was drunk, crazy drunk. So we had to lift her up so she could throw up. Swear to God, I'm holding her shoulder. Tell me why. Tell me why. Grum, and I know you're gonna say you're gonna cancel me, but I have to play it one more time. I gotta play it one more time. I gotta play it one more time. I got to. I got to. I gotta play it one more time, Grum. The moment, the moment her hand was on the girl's shoulder, on Soraya's shoulder, tell me why. dandelion man onto my hand. I already knew. Like, y'all understand. She was some fine shit. Swear to God. I was moving like this. You feel me? You feel me? I was gaining crazy aura right now, chat. Crazy aura last night. Crazy aura last night, chat. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, you feel me, chat? You feel me? So basically, we see the Uber. We try and fit in the one Uber. We could all not fit. We were all not allowed to fit in the Uber. You feel me? So basically, there was too many of us. There was too many of us. We couldn't get in. We couldn't even get in the Uber at all. In general, we wasn't able to get in the Uber at all. So basically, the Uber told us we had to get out. Right? So basically, we get another Uber, and we gotta stay there. It was like, I think it was like around 12 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock. Right? My phone's dead. The girls are talking to me. They're like, "Thank you, Rakai. Thank you so much, Rakai. Thank you so much, Rakai. Thank you so much, Rakai." Swear to God, they were saying so many. They were saying Rakai too many times. I was moving like this. I did not want to do the podcast on the men. I was going. I was like, "Yo, y'all saying too many. Y'all saying Rakai. I was moving like this." I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it one more time. I'm like, you cool. I'm like, you cool. I'm like, you cool. You know, it ain't no big of a deal. You know, I'm just trying to do my job. You know, I was supposed to be security guard. I'm y'all security guard. Y'all feel me? Making sure y'all straight. They're like, thank you, Rakai. They're like, thank you, Rakai. I'm like, you welcome. It's not even that big of a problem. You don't even think I said thank you for it. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, come on now. They're literally just giggling. They're like talking to each other. I'm like, hey, I'm already in that game. You feel me, chat? I was already in that game. Like, gaining aura, a lot of res. Can't nobody be like me. You feel me? I'm on that Duke Dennis type timing. I'm literally, bro, fuck it. Duke Dennis Jr. over here, nigga. Duke Dennis Jr. Gaining a lot of aura and all that raise. Duke Dennis Jr. over here, baby. Duke Dennis Jr. right here, right now. You feel me? So basically, we got that little Uber and stuff, right? You feel me? So basically, the Uber comes, we're allowed to go in. They get out the car on the men. Mission completed, bro. I was feeling like this.
That's right. I'm your man. For the night we pop out at 1 in the morning. You really wanna know this kind of life never boring. Spot DR with a man from the store, but she bring it to my table when the drinks start pouring. Say my name.
Like, bro, how can't no nigga succeed on a mission like that? But Rakai can?
Say my name. Get it right. I'm your man. For the night we pop out at 1 in the morning. You really wanna know this kind of life never boring. Spot DR with a man from the store, but she bring it.
You feel me? Chat? You feel me, chat? So I'm like, alright. So I'm telling the driver, I'm like, this is what happened. So I'm over here gaining a lot of order for this shit, cause you feel what I'm saying? So I'm over here like, all right. So I'll go to the house. I tell the Uber driver, You got a charger? Cause I gotta call my mom. I call my mom. I'm like, mom, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm in the Uber. I'm in the Uber. These girls got me an Uber. The moment I was telling my mom all of this, I was feeling like this. One mission completed. You feel me? Like, you already know. I'm looking at the driver. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like this. Mission completed. Now I just gotta complete a lot more missions. You feel me? So I'm over here telling my mom what happened. You feel me? I'm like, yo. So I come back to the house. Meanwhile, my sister having a talk with me. I'm like, my sister having a talk with me. You feel me? You feel me? So I go. Hold on, chat. So I go. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Someone get the button canceled. Like, yo, chill. So I'm like, I'm in the drive. My sister yells at me. She yelling at me. I'm like, but she ain't mean like yell. I ain't mean like yell. You feel me? She said help. I was forced. That's crazy. Chill. But back to what I was saying. So basically, my sister, she over here giving me serious talk. You feel me? She's telling me, look, chat, listen, the more if y'all guys are 18, you feel me, over 18 included, and if y'all have an ID, bring that ID with you. You feel me? Anything can happen, chat. Serious talk. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, chat. And you don't even know. You feel me? Always bring your ID. Always bring your ID with you. Always. You feel me, chat? Because when the cops was there, the party was over. Facts, bro. It was everything, bro. They even caught niggas in closets. Literally. Now we gonna go back to the Latina part. So basically, you feel me? So look, chat. Basically, I'm home. This is today. I'm home. So that Latina, so basically Joanna, the Latina, you feel me? The girl that we're calling Joanna, the Latina, basically, I was told that was the host's ex-girlfriend that kept flirting with me on the couch, chilling with me, boot loving with me on the couch. You feel me? Tell me why that was the ex. So basically, I texted her about it. I said, you're the hostess, you're Tyrone's ex ex ex-girlfriend. She texts me, she's like, no. On the men, she said no. She said some no. And I got here. Look, I'll read the messages. I'll read the messages.
Pittsburgh water is all.
I'll read the messages. I'll read the messages. Don't nobody care about no Pittsburgh, bro. Nobody worried about that. Like, what the fuck? So basically, we're like, let me go. I'm like, basically, these are the messages. These are the messages right here. Hold on, let me go to it. Right here. Hold on. I say, you was Tyrone's ex or someone's ex at that party. She said, I never dated Tyrone. She's like, I never dated Tyrone. For real. She was really like, I never dated Tyrone. For real, chat. She was literally like that. She was like, I never dated Tyrone. For real. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right. She's like, I never dated Tyrone. We fake talked. That was it. I'm like, damn. You feel me, chat? Like, what? So I'm like, so she's like, how does my brother-in-law know that? How does my brother-in-law know that? I was like, someone told him at the party due to the fact of you boot loving all up on me. You feel me, chat? So I'm telling her that. She's like, wow, they played. They said, wow, they played. And I said, oh, and she said, y'all's just messy. I said, not me. I was just told. I said, not me. I was just told. Facts. Not me, chat. I ain't messy. See, I could be messy, but, bro, I was like, not me. I ain't messy. Feel me? So I said, I just heard about it. You feel me? She said, that's funny, but nah, we just talked. That's literally it. And barely that. That nigga was not in no bag. Tyrone was not even in the bag. I feel bad. Literally. I feel bad for that nigga Tyrone. Literally. So she says, right. I'm like, I just listen. She says, right. I say, so basically, that's just it. So basically, shit, I'm just talking this morning, and that's where we get, and this is where we get to, what's her name? Dandelion. This is literally where we get the, you feel me? This is where we get the dandelion on the men. You feel me? I'm sorry, Grum, I had to do it one more time. Feel me, chat? You feel me, chat? So I'm on the phone with Dandelion, right? Basically, last night, I'm gonna tell you, now we're gonna get to the part with last night. Basically, last night, I was on the phone with Dandelion. She was like, thank you, Rick. She was like, thank you, Rick, for helping us. Like, you a lifesaver. I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, I know. But like, it's not even about that. It's about y'all being alright. You feel me? Like, shit, y'all just needed my help. You feel me? So like, I can't blame y'all. You feel me? Y'all just needed my help. So like, I'm there. I'm there whenever you need me. You feel me? So like, I'm literally like that, and I'm risen like crazy. You feel me? So she's like, yeah, I know everything's just funny, bro. So like, she was like, you feel me? So I'm just risen Dandelion up right now. Dandelion, she feeling me. I'm like, yeah, I got throw up on me. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Literally, chat. So basically, I'm like, I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right. So basically, I'm telling her I gotta go take a shower. I'll be back though. Okay. She's like, okay. On the mend. I was in the bag. She said, call me when you get out the shower. Normally, bitches don't be like that. Normally, bitches be like, all right, talk to you tomorrow or some shit. I'm in the motherfucking bag. I was moving like this. You feel me? You feel me? So I go in the shower. I come back. I'm telling my mom everything what's going on. So basically, so this is how I got her number. This is how I got Dandelion's number because I remember the last stream when we had difficulties in it. I told y'all guys that I didn't get her number yet. We was walking around. So basically, if the last stream when it cut it out, I'm gonna repeat it again. Basically, y'all, the last stream, right? I wasn't. So basically, we was lost as fuck. I was lost. I didn't know where I was going. You feel me? I ain't know where I was going at all. You feel me? So I was lost as fuck. So basically, I wasn't trying to leave until I got Dandelion's number on the men. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? I wasn't trying to leave until I got Dandelion's number. So basically, this is what I did. So basically, when I was in the Uber telling the Uber what was going on, I got her. I made sure that I was gonna get her number. So basically, what I did is that I went. So basically, when I went home, I texted. I called Joanna. I was like, "Are you okay? You okay?" She said, "Yes, Rakai." She was still drunk. Joanna was still drunk. The Latina was still drunk. So basically, I'm like, "You okay?" Is chat? Can you hear me? There we go. Here we go. So basically, when I was on the phone with Joanna, I was like, with you, I forgot to get her number. It was cool. She was like, yeah, I got you here. Just take her number. So basically, Joanna, right? Joanna, the Latina girl, she screenshotted her number and sent that shit to me. And basically, Joanna told me to text her. No. Michaela texted on her phone. She said, call me, Michaela. So I'm like, all right, bet. And the moment I seen that message, I was like this. You feel me? That was an ugly ass nigga, right? But look, chat. So the moment I got Miracle's number, right? Swear to God, I was risen like I ain't risen before, bro. Joanna had ass. You feel me? So basically, this is what the Latina, she had ass. And who else? And Miracle. That Miracle girl, she had ass too. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna call her like that. And then, bro, it don't even get me started on Candle. Swear to God, that short shorty, bro. Candle, she had ass too. She said, "Shut up, hold on, chill." On the men, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was shit. I was going. Shit, my aura 10 times got plussed in the media. I got crazy aura right now, bro. So I ain't even, you feel me? So basically, I'm like, all right, let me fix my thing. Here we go. Basically, I'm talking, so all night. So basically, throughout until like 2 o'clock. 2:00 a.m. Around 2:00, I was talking to Miracle, right? To the shorty named Miracle. Basically, 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 she tells me that she gonna call, she gonna talk to me. Basically, it seems like she was gonna talk to me tomorrow. So basically, I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow. I called her back. I called her back when I got out of the shower. She told me to call her back when she gets out the shower. Who's that? Who's that? I don't think he can. I don't think he can. No, chill. So basically, I'm talking. So basically, I call Shorty Miracle. We're gonna name her Miracle. We're gonna. Can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? There we go. So basically, chat. What I did is I called Miracle 2 times. She didn't answer. She ain't answer. Basically, what I did is I was like, all right, bet. So I'm telling my friends what was going on last night. What was going on? Is now a bad time to join stream? Yeah, no, it's not a bad time, bro. Never, bro. Stop asking that. Literally, bro. Stop asking that. I'm gonna be dead ass with you, Vab. Stop asking that shit, bro. Just join the stream, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You keep asking me that, pissing me off, bro. Just join, bro. Just up and join and get with the program, bro. All right, just join. You feel me? You're a part of this shit, bro. Like, you feel me? You're chilling, bro. Ain't no, just listen. All you gotta do is just join stream and listen, bro. You're cool. All right, you're cool. Stop asking me that bullshit, bro. Stop asking. Literally, stop asking that shit on the men. Literally, bro, that shit pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. That shit pissing me off. Literally. What you should be doing is joining the stream and just listening. Alright? Just listen. You feel me? Just join the stream. Alright? Get some motherfucking popcorn and listen. Just straight listen, alright, gang? Just straight listen, bro. So back to what I was saying. So basically, I'm over here talking. I'm talking this shit. I'm trying to call back Miracle. All right. I don't want to be interrupted, bro. What did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you? Just listen, bro. You're straight. You're cool. You're not interrupting nothing, bro. All right, gang. Just listen. Listen to the motherfucking story, bro. Listen to the motherfucking story. Listen, gang. Just listen. Listen to the motherfucking story. So back to what I was saying. So basically, I go to sleep. Basically, I'm telling my friends last night what happened. So basically, last night. So basically, I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning. There is a delay. Where, bro? I don't give a fuck about the motherfucking delay, nigga. Fuck the delay. Generally, fuck that motherfucking delay. I don't give a fuck about the delay or anything. Just listen. Listen to the motherfucking story. Alright? Damn. Back to what I was saying. So basically, I wake up the next morning. You wanna know who I call? You wanna know who I called? The first in the morning. You wanna know who I call? Bro, nobody care about this motherfucking Chrome, bro. That shit pissing me off too. Back to what I was saying. You feel me? I'm over here. First person I called was Dandelion. I called Dandelion, right, Jay? I called Dandelion. She's like, good morning. I'm like, I'm like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. You're so corn. You're, are you literally, bro? I just got texted saying I'm corny, nigga. Listen to the story. Listen to the motherfucking story. Listen to the story, nigga. Listen to the motherfucking story. Like, damn, you dick eating, nigga. You dick eating. Damn. Back to what I was saying. So basically, I'm talking to Miracle. Feel me? I get a call from Miracle. She's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Good morning."
Man.
She's like, "You good? Are you okay?" I'm like, I'm on my light skin shit again. I'm on my light skin shit again. I'm on my light skin shit again. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm just trying to make sure y'all guys are okay. You feel me? Cause like, it's all that hit the number one on. You feel me? She's like, yeah, I feel you. I'm like, alright. Alright. Just trying to make sure you straight too. You feel me? But I didn't even say that. I was trying to make sure she was straight. I was trying to make sure Dandelion was straight. You feel me? So tell me why, right? Tell me why Joanna, the Latina, is in the background, right? She's like Joanna. She's like this. She's like he tried. She's like Miracle. He ain't even worried about us. He trying to make sure you're okay. You feel? He trying to make sure that you're straight. You on his mind, girl. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like. I'm like this. I'm like, bro, chill. Like, it's not even a light. I'm like, feel me? Feel me? I'm like, you just chilling. You feel me? She's like, Latina's like, Rakai, don't you like my friend? She's like, Rakai, don't you like my friend? I'm like, shit. And I actually say that in the phone call. I'm like this. I'm over here moving like this. Her friends laughing. I'm moving like this. I'm like, shit. The cookie crumbles. The cookie crumbles. If the shoe fucking fits. You feel me? If the shoe fucking fits. If the shoe fucking fits. You feel me, chat? If the shoe fucking fits. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, get that shit out of my hair. Get that shit out of here, bro. We ain't worried about none of that. None of that gospel music on the menu. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that shit. So back to what I was saying. So basically, chat. I'm on my light skin shit with her, bro. She over here like, all right, she's like, all right, well, let me call you when I get home. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like this. I get another aura points. I'm like this. All right, bet. You feel me? You feel me, chat? I'm over here, I'm chilling, and I'm still waiting for her ass to call me back on the men. You feel me? Like, she should be home right now. I'm texting. I'm like, you feel me? I'm just chilling right now. You feel me? Like, that shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, chat. That shit was crazy last night. But that was the whole full story. But if y'all want the full rundown from the beginning, y'all gotta go on my other stream on my channel and the link on my channel. I'm gonna leave the link in the comments, all right, for the other stream, the first stream that happened. All right. So basically at the end of the part of it, it crashed a little bit, but there's still more. So you guys gotta check that other part out. All right, chat. So let me tell y'all more. So basically, I got busy a little bit, chat. Let me catch up with you guys. I got busy a little bit, chat. You feel me? So basically, my assistant, she's actually inside the stream right now. Basically, my assistant, she's trying to put me back on the track where I gotta, you feel me? I gotta keep making music. You feel me? So the reason why I haven't been uploading, chat, is because I've been making music. I've been making albums right now, chat. albums, literally, bro. I'm on that motherfucking type timing, bro, for real. So I've been making none but albums. I'm just chilling right now. I'm making albums right now that I should be doing right now as we speak though. But that's just it. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the stream. I ain't mean to say welcome to the video. Welcome to the stream. You feel me? Get the likes up. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Do all that. You feel me? Help your boy out. Help your boy Rakai out. I'll catch y'all niggas in the next one. You feel me? I'll catch y'all niggas in the next stream. All right, chat. See ya.